Okay, so this surrogate story out of China. I want to bring in two people out of America, but these people are Chinese. Okay, this is one of the craziest stories I've ever heard that got so little attention. You hear about what happened in California with this couple of Chinese descent? 38-year-old Silvia Zhang, 65-year-old husband. They are accused of running a massive surrogacy scam out of their home. 21 kids, ages 2 to 13, were removed 3 weeks ago and are now in foster care. And we still don't know. First of all, I don't even know that we know where they are. But what are they up to? 17 of the kids are younger than 3 years old. Most were born using multiple gestational surrogates, meaning the surrogate had no genetic link to the embryo they were carrying. But whose embryos were they? Whose sperm was it? Like, what was going on here? The couple claimed to run a surrogacy agency, but they also were like, he was like buying all this land and stuff. Scammed surrogates into believing they wanted to have a child after failed rounds of IVF. They didn't tell the surrogates they were owners of the agency. This all unraveled back in May. Police suspected that a 2-month-old had been abused in the home. Surveillance footage showed a nanny shaking the baby. The nanny's on the run, too. The couple were arrested for neglect, but were released as cops continue to build a strong case against them. But where are they? Like, you know, what happens? You know, what if they go back to China? Are they allowed to go back to China? I don't even know. So I want to get some more information on this and understand, like, why it's not a bigger deal. All right. One of the attorneys involved, he represented 3 of the surrogates hired by the couple to have a baby, is Rijon Charney. OK, and I wanted to bring in somebody else, very special guest, Alexa Fossil. All right. She is a surrogate hired by the agency that is currently pregnant. She is pregnant right now, due in October. All right. So thank you both for being with me. Rijon, what is this about? What do you think's going on here?
Yeah, you know, I represented the 3 separate surrogates at different times. And when it started to unfold, one of the surrogates had called me to let me know that people who were not the intended parents had shown up to the hospital with a power of attorney requesting to take the child. Now, this doesn't happen in the surrogacy industry. I've been in this industry a really long time, and it was horrifying. So immediately, while I was working with the other 2 surrogates, and by the way, working with 2 to 3 surrogates is not necessarily strange or unheard of in this industry, because some people want triplets, some people want twins, right? And you can really only transfer 1 embryo at a time due to health reasons and all of that sort of stuff. And so, but when I heard this, I immediately contacted the FBI to let them know that something was significantly wrong, because this doesn't happen. And I contacted the other 2 surrogates who luckily were not pregnant, and I told them, you know, asked them if they wanted to terminate their contracts, and both of them, of course, agreed to do so. So there is a lot of information here that the FBI is going to have to get to the bottom of.
What do you think it is?
You know, Chris, I don't know. I'm hoping that it is just a family who wants to have a lot of children and wants to build an empire. And I hope that that's where it begins and ends. But I don't know.
Do we even know that they're their embryos, that they're their genetic material?
We don't know 100%. All based on my knowledge is that an egg donor was used and the intended father's sperm was used. But was it the same egg donor for all of them? I can't tell you. I have no idea from that perspective.
Alexa, how are you feeling?
Not too bad. I mean, it's a lot's been going on, but yeah, I mean, I guess at this point we're as good as we can be.
So what is your situation right now? I mean, you're healthy, the baby's healthy, but like, what's going to happen?
So that's actually, it's really hard to say. As far as we're understanding here, the agency that we were working with, Mark Surrogacy, currently being spoken about, and Silvia as the owner and operator of Mark Surrogacy going under investigation. We actually, a lot of our communication and everything was done through the agency, because when we had initially started this journey, it was all supposed to be a pretty anonymous journey. My husband and I chose, and from the very start, we didn't want to build a relationship. We wanted minimal contact. It was just kind of personal preference from what we thought was going to protect us from building a relationship with the family. And now it's kind of turned its back, where it's almost turned around against us, because now, since the agency was our primary and only contact, and now that ownership is going through all of this, and then Mark Surrogacy completely terminated the business, it kind of left us in the blank, where we no longer have contact directly with the agency. We were advised not to respond if they try to reach out, just because they are no longer a business. And the parents from day one have not been, like, there's been no direct contact under the parents, like, without using the agency name in particular.
Have you ever been a surrogate before?
No, this was our first journey my husband and I were doing. We were trying to do this for a family that was just kind of in need. We were under the impression that we were working with a family who was struggling with infertility for their first child, and we were told that they were waiting quite a long time, and we had a lot of compassion there for a family who was not only struggling with fertility, but they were supposedly having trouble finding the right surrogate to carry for them, given that they wanted a super anonymous and low communication journey from, like, kind of the whole point. And when we heard that, we were just like, we thought we were answering a prayer here that, again, seems to have turned around on us.
So, Alexa, just looking forward a little bit, if they're not in the picture, what do you want to happen when you give birth?
So as far as we are aware, like, we don't know exactly what could happen. My husband and I, we have never looked at ourselves as being in a place to wanting to necessarily hold on to the baby, but we do want to make sure he's safe. Whether that happens to be with us or another family, whether that's in foster care and going through a system, we want to be involved as much as we can, because from day one we felt like this baby was placed in our care, and we feel obligated to make sure.
Look, you've done nothing but the right thing. We're a call away if we can help, and we'll stay in the loop. Rijon, thank you very much. Same offer to you. If we can help, we're here. Thank you both. And Alexa, you know how to get us. We'll be in touch. Yeah. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.